Hello, YouTube? And no, your eyes do not deceive you. This is Fire Emblem. On a Sunday! Insert thunder sound! Alex, don't insert the thunder sound after I say insert thunder sound. Do it when I say Sunday. There wasn't thunder there. Okay. Let's do another take, Alex. And insert the thunder when I say Sunday. Yeah, like that. No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is Fire Emblem on a Sunday. You put it in the wrong place. Okay. And yes, your eyes also don't deceive you. The camera angle just changed. And that's because Windows had an update and my webcam's in color again. So, yeah, let's get into Fire Emblem.
Nothing short of victory.
Yes, this is a Sunday episode. This isn't going to be a common thing. Originally, I was planning on doing it 3 times a week, but in the end, I decided, no, I don't want to, and I'll get into why, and I'll get into, the schedule. But anyways, Wave 2's out. Obviously, all the previous episodes were recorded before the Direct. I wasn't expecting them to be like, oh, yeah, Wave 2's out, by the way. I was expecting to have some time, in between its reveal and release, but, okay. Chances are, by the time this playthrough is done, Wave 4 will actually be out, so it won't be finish it, then a month later, then do Wave 4. No, I think it'll be out by then. Because, assuming I continue doing 2 times, I already know who I'm going to use all those Adept books on. That money is overkill, though. Holy cow. I also have those. I finally did the Heroes thing, because apparently they work for everyone. You may be like, silver weapons already? Isn't that a little, overpowered? No, because our units are low enough that their build and speed aren't the best, which means they're not going to be able to double with them. The thing is, Louis not going to be able to double with anything. So it actually is pretty powerful. That's actually kind of good. Those are actually kind of good. I want to give the axe the Boucheron. So obviously, there's now 5 DLC emblems in this game, which means there's officially enough emblems in this game. I don't want to give the sword yet because I don't want to give it the roast beef because I want to keep using Liberation. There's not enough emblems that you actually can't bring them all to the final chapter. So I actually originally had plans of who I wanted to pair up and all that kind of stuff and who I wanted to bring to the final chapter. Those have all been thrown out the window because they don't matter anymore. Because again, chances are at this rate, Wave 3 will be out in a month, which means I'll get into all that during this chapter, which with all the stuff I've just been given, should be pretty easy. In fact, I wish all the DLC items were optional, weren't forced on you. It's 3 houses, they were optional, and
where are our knights?
it means it's hard to do a DLC less playthrough without creating a new profile or something. Which
you
is a
said
shame.
they were marching toward the castle when you left. They've probably made their way inside.
But then, what of the townsfolk? What of Mother?
They're all dead. Just like me inside.
Hate to break it to you, Queenie, but our forces have taken the castle. This is the part where you tell me where you've got the ring stashed in here.
Who's to say?
Is it inside the castle? Out on the grounds? I'm asking all polite-like. Come on!
I'm not in the habit of speaking to lowly vermin. That's all that you are, the lot of you.
The mouth on this one. You think I won't gut you where you stand?
A dog wants how to be back.
I'd recommend against it, darling.
I'll do a thumbnail image first.
Lady Zephyr!
After all, Her Majesty can't tell us much of value if she's dead. Now, I come bearing news. One of our soldiers said he spotted the princess fleeing before we arrived. How curious. Did you perhaps give that daughter of yours the ring for safekeeping? Oh, well, isn't this tragic? We'd simply hate to resort to violence. You leave us no choice. By virtue of your silence, we will now kill every living
Do I still?
soul in
Okay,
this
my audio
castle
still works.
one by
Had to make sure
one.
because my audio recorder
Please,
fell off.
no.
Ugh. Sorry, Auden. I still have a dog. I had 2 down here.
Mother!
Mother, we're here. Alfred, Saline.
Oh, look. The kids are home.
You Illusian scum! Get away from her!
Who's going to make us? I'm glad you've come. Now we can see for ourselves if the princess has the ring.
No, please, leave my children alone.
Of course, as long as you tell me where the ring is. Ah, young Saline does have it, doesn't she? We'll have to kill her then. The prince too, for good measure. Take Her Majesty away. We'll continue our conversation later if need be.
Unhand me!
Mother! Let her go!
All right, enough with the dramatics. Huh? You look familiar. No, it couldn't be. Who are you?
I am the Divine Dragon.
Such lies. Lumera is the last of her kind.
Shows what you know. The Divine One was asleep for 1,000 years.
Really? When did that beastly woman have a child? Very well. Perhaps you can tell me what happened to dear Lumera then. I've been so worried about her since that awful battle at Lithos Castle.
How do you know about that?
How indeed.
You stole the rings? You killed my mother?
No, they're
She
completely different
died.
height, you
Oh,
idiot.
that poor dear.
Murderer. I will avenge her.
Why, I didn't kill her.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say your coming here was quite helpful. Assuming you are the beast's offspring. Because that means you have them, don't you? The rings of the Hero King and the Holy Knight.
You'll never take them. Never.
You were after our ring.
I won't waste my breath on explanations, but I will tell you this. The Kingdom of Illusia has freed Lord Sombron from his imprisonment.
The Fell Dragon has returned?
No.
Of course, even we couldn't have accounted for... you. His return must have awoken you. Show a little gratitude.
You're wrong. I awoke because of my mother. Because she waited for me. All these years.
A touching tale, I'm sure. Now, if you'll excuse me.
So I'm just seeing how my webcam compare. Okay, I think once I do all the cropping, it should look about the same as last time. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, with the DLC, I know when I want to do all
Wait.
get all the DLC Emblem
What can we do?
paralogs. We'll
To
go over
start,
that soon.
We defeat these soldiers and take back the castle. I'm not going to let them hurt Queen Ev or anyone else.
Get the rings. No prisoners.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I want to optimize the emblem rings, because I want to optimize who gets each bond ring. But I swear, if it actually moves around the emblem rings, I'm going to be unhappy. Thank you. Okay, so theoretically, that's the best, although it's been noted that the optimize kind of sucks in this game. So it's really hard to say for sure if those are actually good or not. That will work really good. I will want him to have a couple of skills from Hector, notably, sorry, I just can't. Hector's brand new. I've only been playing with him as of recording this for a day. I haven't even played with Camilla yet. Saying it like that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. I want him to have quick, I don't know how to pronounce it, quick repose state and adaptability. Then I'll give Sigurd back to him, eventually. As you see, I started a new personal save since New Game Plus for sure isn't coming. If we take a look at the map itself, chests, anyone can open them, not just thieves. So Louis going to do that. There's no magic users down here, so Sigurd Louis can just rush down there, kill any thieves. He should take very little damage, if any at all, which leaves most of my units to storm the front, which is a different approach than I took last time, but should work better. Then Louis can rejoin at the end. I may have Saline go over here too, because Warp Ragnarok can get her right back over here. Yeah. This chapter's fun. I like it. Just doors, you could break them. Also, fun fact, this is actually a new map theme. This is not the previous map theme you heard. It's a full Bloom in the Breeze instead of Bloom in the Breeze. Differences are minor. See, because he can't double even with the Iron Lance, which is where Silver comes in. And even then, he only's doing marginally more damage. Holy cow, him not having all of, like, Sigurd's weapons from not having high enough bond is weird. But anyways, getting on to map themes, this game has over, not including the DLC, without the DLC, this game has over 20 unique map themes that are only used in one chapter. I say without the DLC because 12 of those come from the emblem paralogs. Of each of the 12 emblems have a paralog. But emblems from the same game use the music, so like Tiki's paralog shares with Mars, Hector shares with Lens, etc. No idea what they're going to do with Veronica's. With Wave 3 and 4, they may be adding more unique map themes, which is crazy. But anyways, let's get to this. I like...
Here goes.
For Wave 4 to come out while I'm still doing this, which puts me in a good place, actually, though. Because, sorry, I'm thinking. Because the total amount of maps in this game, when I count the maps, I'm gonna combine I'm not gonna count the prologue just because I got done the same video as chapter 1. But you got 26 main chapters. This isn't a surprise because I showed it in the first video. 15 paralogs. That's 41 maps. Then currently 4 DLC maps. That's 45 maps, so this is also episode 5, so to know how many videos at minimum there is left, you can remove that. You don't have a hand axe, do you?
Your steward's ready.
As your steward.
I just don't want to move them forward yet. That leaves 40 episodes. If I do 2 a week, that's 20 weeks, which is about 5 months.
Mighty?
Thieves? Here? Now? That's the last thing we need. We'd better stop them.
So yeah. That. Which puts us... If I can speak. Puts us... Why isn't my computer charging? It is now. Which puts the series going till July, which will be, at this rate, plenty of time for Wave 4 to come out, which sounds good to me. That being said, obviously this is a Sunday upload. The only reason this episode's a Sunday is originally before Wave 2 announced, I was like, I'm going to be done before all the DLC gets out anyway, so... And maybe they're going to have a New Game Plus, so I just like Want to get through the game, you know? But now that's not true, and I want it to last, so my goal is still 1 chapter per video. The only reason I'll have Sunday videos is if, like, I'm going to be recording these essentially in sets of, like, 2 chapters for the most part. So, like, if in a set of 2 chapters, one of them takes 2 videos, then there'll be a Sunday upload. But if both chapters take 2 videos, then you'll just get 1 chapter in a week instead of 2. That's what I'm going to do. And as for the DLC emblems, I said I know when I'm going to do them. I'm going to do Tiki and Camilla as soon as I'm able to. I'm going to hold off on the other 2. So that, first of all, the first half of the game has at least a little bit of challenge in it. Second, in the emblem chapters, the emblems have, like, dialogue with the ones from the same game. I'm sorry, but I just don't care about the dialogue with Emblem and Corrin together. So I don't care if I miss out on that, but I do want Soren and Ike's dialogue, because I like it a lot. I'm not the biggest Soren fan, but I do like their dialogue. And I like Hector. And Hector and Lynn I like together. That's actually my favorite. Narratively, Hector and Lynn interacting together, the few times they do in FP7, is my favorite part of the game, story-wise. So I definitely want those. And I should hopefully have Lucina by the time Chrom comes out. So I'm going to wait till I have Ike to do Soren, and I'm going to wait till I have...
If I can, I shall.
Lynn to do Hector. I'll be doing both Camilla and Tiki after Chapter 7. I believe they unlock after Chapter 6, but I want to have the units you get in Chapter 7, because they will make my life slightly less miserable. I wanna send Vander over that way. Who haven't I moved? Sailing.
My will is firm.
Who I want to send over there, but I want to do it from up here. Okay, if I can get Luhi over there right now, that's a pretty sick-looking override. See, when I first did this chapter, I was trying to get Sigurd Alfredor, which isn't... There's worse combinations. Yes, he reaches. This is a sick... See, I haven't really gotten any cool overrides yet. I got a couple that were almost really cool. During the Camilla not the Camilla one. The Soren paralog, I got a couple of really good ones. Same with the most recent paralogs, I got a couple of really cool ones, but for the most part, I didn't get a ton of great ones.
It looks like we can break that wall. We could catch the enemy by surprise if we do that.
You can break terrain. I didn't get a ton of cool ones in the main game, though. But I now know better techniques of how to get epic, dope overrides. Because, like, you can, like, override like crazy, bro. It's honestly gnarly. Some of the stuff you can do with the tools this game gives you. Because this game gives you a lot of very powerful tools to do some really cool stuff. Especially with the DLC. Which, again, building off of, I wish, like, especially the items in particular, you could, like, have to accept. Because you can be like, oh, you could just, like, discard it. But that takes time. I don't want to spend time doing that when it should just be optional to begin with. You do 14 damage. Cool. Assuming you hit. If you didn't hear that, I said assuming you hit. See, I'm actually going to be doing on my next save file testing, the like unlocking, because I don't know how to use the DLC emblems, because I've only ever done their paralogs after beating the game. So I don't know how to use them yet. I thought I gave you the... Did I give it to... I gave it to Luhi, didn't I? So yeah, I don't really fully know the best way to use them all yet. That is such an Alfred moment. Oh my lord. That happens so much. Alfred's, honestly, hate to say it, Alfred's... My Alfred in the previous playthrough tended to be pretty good, actually. But a lot of people have issues building him, especially in Maddening. And he, even as a quote-unquote Alfred defender, he definitely falls off by the end of the game.
Need some help?
In the final chapter, he was probably the worst unit I brought, actually.
I will not forget your loss.
So anyways, I have a lot of conversations. See, I'm glad they revealed all the emblems, because it means I get to talk about the choices without spoiling it for people that don't want it to be spoiled. That's not what I meant to do. At first I was extremely disappointed by the choices. You have 3 missing lords. But then I thought about it. What weapon type are all 3 missing lords? What gender are all 3 lords? How many of the 3 lords are mounted in a promoted state? The answer is in order 3-3-2. That is why...
Was that sufficient?
They didn't do them. And even when you think about more, what gimmicks, the reason they chose the emblems they did, even if they seem like weird characters, is because they had gimmicks. They went gameplay first, character second. Because what gameplay stuff could you think of for Ulm? Something cool with long-range bow. An emblem already does that. Something with food, maybe. Since Gaiden and Shadows of Valentia have food things. Silica does that. Maybe, I don't know, something with Miller's Turnwheel. There's an emblem that has a mechanic like that already. Something with 1-2 range magic sword. There's an emblem that does that already. A dragon effective weapon. Like, a majority of them already do that. Like, I can't think of any unique gameplay thing. And Eliwood's even worse. Because, at least for Ulm, I could think of stuff even if they had already been done. But I can't for Eliwood. Seliph, on the other hand. There's a lot of gimmicks they could have done. And if they do a surprise emblem on us, I hope it's Seliph. Because, not just because Seliph's my favorite Fire Emblem character, but because there's actually some really cool possibilities. So, I'm actually going to give my ideas. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a professional balancer. These are my ideas, and also Seliph is my favorite character in the franchise, so it's maybe a little overpowered, but all the DLCs are overpowered. So anyways, I dub him the Emblem of Inheritance, because he's a Gen 2 character, and one of the big gimmicks of genealogy is that your pairings, you pair up characters in Gen 1, and those pairings affect what the characters look like in the second generation. That is the big gimmickio of genealogy, the Holy War. So I'm basing that around that. I'm also basing it around high resistance, because genealogy, the final 2 chapters are pretty much every boss is a magic boss. And Cheerfing gives very big resistance boost, so I'm gonna have a big emphasis on resistance with him as well. And the final thing I am doing is, sorry, I'm paying attention to finding, is an emphasis on high critical, because critical as a skill is locked behind 2 things in genealogy. The critical skill, which Seliph does not inherit, and weapons that get 50 kills. Good players will get either a silver sword or a brave sword with 50 kills inherited to Seliph. So, those are also all 3 weapons. he gets a new version of Tyrfing. He gets Divine Tyrfing, which is weaker with heavier weight than Sigurd's, but gives a big boost to resistance. That is the 15 bond. You also get a high critical Silver Sword and Brave Sword. The Silver Sword essentially just being a better killing edge. A killing edge that does more damage. If you're wondering why I haven't used those yet, I parse out the engage skills because the later chapters don't have a lot of those bluey things, and sometimes you just need an engage skill off the top. Anyways, so essentially it's just a better killing edge, maybe a little heavier, but it does more damage. Same amount of critical than the Brave Sword. Attacks multiple times, weaker than a regular Brave Sword. All those. And then one of his skills would be, what did I call it? Oh, a Pursuit. Just Pursuit. Pursuit 1, which you get early on, like right away, makes it so that if your attack speed is 3 higher than the enemy's, guaranteed double. So just slightly better requirements, but the second variant, because some skills have second variants, like if we were to... Are we able to do it now? Yes, we are! I don't think it'll go above level 10, huh? No. So, like, every single one has, like, 4 like, actual, like, basic skills. So I don't know what all of them would be as Seliph. I mostly just Pursuit's the one I thought of. But Pursuit 2 would make it so that it's Pursuit like Genealogy. If your attack speed's 1 higher, you double. I imagine other stuff he could do would be other references to FE4 skills. So maybe, Deirdre has a skill. I believe it's Nihil, I don't know how to pronounce it, where, enemy combatant skills are disabled. I think that could be a very powerful one to have. You got the Rider's Bane. I want to give that to Alfred. So I want to put Alfred with the Rider's Bane equipped right there to intercept that guy. You're gonna have less than 40% health. I want you to be able to back off. Obviously there's both, so you gotta be careful with Chloe. Not a ton here. I'll probably engage Marth right away next turn. Then I'm for sure doing Saline next turn, so maybe I won't. Also, it's worth noting that this is our first boss with a Revival Stone, so he has a 2nd HP bar. I couldn't remember if I used him or not. And see, he's already able to engage again. Out of curiosity, are you able to override through a wall? No. I'm just gonna ignore that bow enemy, because what? It does no damage, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna ignore him. Because Louis doesn't need to... He doesn't need to XP. What? Is that the best hit rate you have? Yeah.
My apologies.
So Sigurd essentially gives him a lot more move rate. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think. So like, Nihil, I think Nihil. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I just don't. That would give him, make it so that like enemy skills, like it's not like a regular skill, but if like the enemy had Astra for some reason, like that wouldn't work essentially. That's what that would do.
You were a good.
So pretty good. And just other FE4 references, you'd probably give an innate movement buff of 1. But he wouldn't be like movement gimmicky. His major gimmick is his engage skill would be Inherit, which allows you to inherit the skills and weapons of other emblems that are deployed. Have to be next to you as well. But that's what I came up with for that. It depends on your bond level. So if you have bond level with if you have a bond level less than 10 with Seliph, he will only grant you, and this counts engaged skills, and also like it replaces Seliph's he doesn't have engaged skills by default. That because you get those from inheriting. I know. Do I? No, I don't want to sync you yet. I've only thought these ideas. I've never said them aloud. So saying them aloud, like, I'm struggling to like put it to words. But trust me, it makes sense in my head, and that's what pattern's supposed. So you're able to inherit like traits of other emblems. So 2 things. So I don't want to spoil future emblems. So I'm going to talk about Lyn just because Lyn is the example that I had in my head when I was coming up with this.
word.
Which would also be like the most broken thing is Lyn is probably like the best emblem in this game. Sorry, camera's in a way, so that's why I kind of like it like that. So essentially, Lyn has 2 engaged skills. And you'd be able to use both of them. But like, so like you put Seliph, you would engage, put him next to somebody, then you would like inherit. You would get all the items. So like, if you have bond level, let's say 10 with Seliph, you would get the 2 major skills that would already be pre-selected, and the 2 engaged weapons. So actually, if it was Marth, you would get. So if it was Marth, for instance, like you would get, like Unyielding and Divine Speed, and you'd get both Mercurius and the Rapier. You'd get both of those. Okay, maybe I don't want to use Warp Ragnarok. Maybe I don't want to engage her yet. I want to engage her next turn, but I'm having more people go, you know, in. Darn it, she's not healed. I wanted the Chain Guard. So you'd get that, and then you'd get the skills, but then you'd also be able to Lodestar Rush. But obviously, it takes a turn to inherit to begin with, which leaves you with 1 less turn with that emblem. So you get like the 2 sync skills with Seliph, which I'll say are nil, and Pursuit. So you still get those, as well as just the innate critical buffs. The innate critical buff and the resistance buffs. I personally think it'd be most broken for Shua with Emblem Lyn, because Lyn has 2 different skills, so you use one turn, one the other turn. So the boss is not in armor, by the way. I didn't remember that. Of course, I have nothing to distract the enemies with. To pull them out, unless I use Clan, who may die, but I don't care. If Clan, at this point, I don't need him. I don't need him anymore. I'll still heal him. I might as well heal him.
I'm all set.
So yeah, that's my ideas of Emblem Seliph. I think he could be fun. I don't know, in my mind he seems like he'd be really overpowered though. Especially when the main example of his gimmick that I could think of is Lyn. And essentially whoever has Emblem Lyn equipped is going to be your MVP in the entire game. Because Lyn's really good. And I'll talk about more when I get Lyn. But that comment to me is really funny because when I first got Lyn, I was like, Lyn, what? She's not good. So, status stabs. Yay. That one, obstruct allows you to stop movement. Anyways, I have everyone over here. Cool. think, yeah, I want to do that. Of course it's a hand axe. I don't need her to be healthy, though. I don't need her to be healthy. I just need her to be able to warp Ragnarok. Okay, cool. Let's send an enemy for Chloe to kill. Don't want to low star rush it. Rapier does the most damage. I want to use it. So essentially, I want to bring out the cavalry because thanks to the rapier, nothing will happen because they're lance users and they'll break him. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I'm having Fram heal Alfred.
You were a good fight.
I almost kind of wish I had the Rider's Bane equipped, but I don't think they'll attack him. I want Chloe to stay over on that side just because I don't trust her in the fray. I don't think Luhi will be able to get back in the fray, actually. Unless he's able to break, like, the wall. I actually want you in the fray. I can get going. And then I want you to get the XP thing, because it could be bond fragments. Exactly what I wanted. Bow, bow. Pretty soon I'm going to disable enemy face combat animations, but not yet. So if he misses, okay, yeah, Alir will yeet him because of the rapier.
Dream well.
Yeah, that's the overall. That's my Seliph idea. I think he'd be fun, but overall, well, I'm not necessarily thrilled. I don't love all the character choices they made. I understand all of them because gameplay-wise, I think they chose the ones that are going to be the most fun. Yo, that took me a second. Connect the DOS as the chain guard. That was like making it so that Alfred couldn't do damage.
I'll take this.
Pretty weak.
Chances are I'm going to want to heal Clan. Because I want him to do chip damage. Yeah, and he would die otherwise. I want Chloe. I don't know if I'm using Chloe now or not. I'd like to try and use her. Alfred, I don't plan on using long term. I just don't plan on using him. It sounds like Paladin's actually a really good class, and I know who I want to reclass into it. It's the thing with this game is you have 9 characters, 10 characters with personal classes. So like basic stuff like Paladins, Griffin Riders, those just aren't as common. At least they don't feel very common. I want you to Warp Ragnarok because Warp Ragnarok is guaranteed hit and no counterattack. I would like you to kill the first. I would like you to kill the second time because I want you to get the XP. Because again, I may actually use her this playthrough fully. I don't necessarily need you to get XP. Because what level are you? Your levels. What are all my unit levels? Yeah, you're okay. Actually, Saline is up there. I actually would rather roast the beef, get the final kill, than Saline, actually. Yeah, I want you to hit. I want you to hit.
Those shiny rings of yours are gonna be mine, mine, mine. Reward, here I come.
Yeah, Louis diving gonna rejoin the fray.
That all you got?
This one's a tough opponent. He can keep on fighting even after taking a fatal blow.
So yeah, I already told you. Oh well. Did he get crit? No. Okay. He's not my highest level units. Louis probably gonna get my first Master Seal. Although he's not my highest level unit. I thought I had a level 9. Did I misread? I thought I saw that I had a level 9 unit. Wrong button. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah!
Looky here, the runaway princess. I'll make you fly the coop again.
I am not running this time. It will be you who flees for your life.
Spoiler alert.
Grant me strength. I strike true.
Yeah, so like obviously there's a lot. I'm still trying to
forget
decide what
your loss.
emblems I'm benching. Unfortunately, like obviously like I have favorite characters. My second favorite character that's an emblem, that's not true. My third favorite character that's an emblem, I'm actually benching because they're not that good, and it pains me to say that, but they're not that good, which is a shame. Silica may get benched too.
I am ready to serve.
Darn. Wait, actually you still get killed? Alear protects you. See, I want the yellow thing because I believe if you end the map on it, you actually don't get it, but I just need to bring it down some so that Alear can get the kill. Barely survived, man. Clearly you need Emblem Roy equipped. And I wouldn't be able to do that to begin with. Does it matter? No. What do you drop? Is it just a vulnerary? Oh, it's a Seraph Row. I know who I want to get a lot of the stat boosters.
I will show you.
I don't
no
have the characters
mercy.
yet though, so I'm not going to
Prepare
use them.
die.
I am going to spread them out though. I'm not
The
going to use them all on the
divine
leader.
dragon. If I kill you, I won't have to lick her boots anymore.
Fate has brought us here.
I hope Nalushi is playable in the DLC.
I better get out of here.
If this is like Awakening with the spot pass paralogs, he like would be one of them. Let's be honest. He would be one of the spot pass characters. I wish this game had seas maps. That should have been a seas map, honestly. That could have been fun because like since he's like the first like tough boss, you could just like go past him and like seas. If he was too tough for you. I think that'd be fun. So yeah, as you can see, I'm almost to 60 hours of my main save now. Whew.
Alfred, Mother is in the back room. She's okay.
Oh,
That's like the first. Those are like the first contractions used in the script. This game
Thank
doesn't like
you,
using contractions.
all of you, for rescuing me. My children, you're safe. What a relief.
We have a guest, Mother. Someone came all the way from Lethos to see you.
The divine dragon?
Roast beef.
Queen Ev, it's an honor to meet you. I'm so glad that you're all right. I've come here by invitation of Prince Alfred.
Just look at you, awake at long last. I am Ev, the Queen of Firene. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you.
We get the best character in the
Divine
game
Dragon
next
has
chapter.
come to help our country, Mother.
Not paralog. Next
We
chapter.
were just
There's
in
a
time to
paralog
rescue
first.
Saline. And get this, the Divine One
I'm gonna do
summoned
chapter
Emblem
first.
Celica from our ring.
A legendary emblem. Oh my, how extraordinary.
I'm gonna do
Thank
chapter
you
6 before the
sincerely.
paralog.
You have my deepest gratitude. My family is safe because of you. You are blessed with the same powers as your mother. How is Queen Lumera?
Well, she's gone. My mother passed away.
No, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
Some
Fire
intruders
Emblem
entered the
protagonist.
castle. They tried to kill me, but she gave her life to protect mine.
Oh, how tragic.
I'm glad that that I could spare your children the pain of losing their mother.
My heart goes out to you.
Forgive me. We've only just met, and here I am, laying my grief at your feet. I just wish I could have saved her too.
Divine One, while I cannot take away your sorrow, perhaps I can help you bear it. To reunite with her and then lose her so soon, I can only imagine how painful that was. For now, allow yourself to grieve, knowing that I grieve with you.
Thank you, Queen Ev. Your warmth, your kindness. It's almost like she's here with me.
How are you feeling?
Better. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
No, we shouldn't have dragged you into all this right now. I'm sorry, Divine One.
As am I.
But if I hadn't left when I did, what might have happened to you, Seliph? Or you, Queen Ev? I'm proud to serve people in need, like my mother did.
Thank you.
Now, the Illusian leader. She said her kingdom released the Fell Dragon. I take it that's why the corrupted are appearing in Elyos again.
Now there's no question that the Fell Dragon's after the rings. Which means we need to hurry. Head them off before they can reach the next one.
Queen Ev, your country's ring. May I take it?
Of course. The Kingdom of Firene gives it with love, trust, and gratitude.
Thank you very much.
There is something you should know, however. My kingdom has another emblem ring in its possession.
What? Since when?
There is another ring? Here in Firene?
It's almost as if
It was kept
there were
secret to
6
avoid
rings off of
conflict. For
Lithos,
generations,
so
knowledge
2
of this
countries
ring
had
has
to
been
have 2.
confined to the monarchs of Firene.
Though to be fair,
However,
Allura isn't
now that the
acting
Fell
shocked.
Dragon has arisen,
Only
it is
Alfred
best to
is.
dispel the shroud of secrecy. It is commonly thought that the Divine Dragon gave 1 ring to each country's leader. However, Firene received a second.
Like the best
The
one.
ring
Okay,
of
that's
the
not
Dawn
true. Like,
Maiden.
I see.
Micaiah's
To ensure that no one
very
would find it,
strong.
the ring was hidden away far from
I
the
didn't
castle.
use her to her
It
full
rests in a
powers,
shrine on the
and
Brodian border.
I think that's because
Oh,
of who I
remember
equipped
those
her
old
on.
ruins.
Because I equipped her
What?
on her
You do?
canonical
Yeah.
user.
Mother took me there after
So I
Father
may
died.
consult
She told me
the
to keep the
Engage
location in
general
mind.
questions
At the
thread to see
time,
what
I
people
didn't know
think's
why.
best.
Now it makes sense.
Although
I was
it doesn't
preparing
matter.
you
This
for
is
the
hard
day
mode,
you
not
became
maddening.
king.
You
I'll
don't
take
need to be
everyone
like
to the
fully
shrine.
optimized, especially
From
now
there,
with the
I can
DLC
continue
emblems.
on with the Divine Dragon.
You don't need to play well
So,
to beat
You
maddening.
are leaving, Alfred.
Yes. I want to do my part to end this war. With your blessing, Mother, I'm going to help the Divine Dragon bring peace to Elyos.
Mother, I would like to join as well.
Alfred. Seliph.
You have my blessing. I know you will serve the Divine Dragon with honor. On one condition. Swear to me that you will come back alive.
I'll kill
swear.
Alfred just
I
to
swear it.
spite you.
Thank you very much, Queen Ev.
I trust
won't
that you will
actually,
take some
but-
time to rest prior to your departure. The journey ahead will be arduous, but know that you are all in my prayers. May good fortune shine upon you.
I know what I'm gonna call the next video. I already have a name of it. It makes sense because of the character that we get, who will almost undoubtedly get first place in CYL 8. Just saying. If I were to vote for an engaged character, I'd vote for them because their chances of actually
Divine
getting
One,
in the game, I actually think are slim because they're not royalty and they're not a retainer. So I think their chances of
Thanks.
actually getting in the game are pretty low. Unless it's a GHB, which would be, by the way, a waste. So I actually may take a break from giving Sigurd all my votes in the next CYL and give a certain recruitable character in the next chapter my votes. Ugh. I doubt these people give me anything, but some of them might, so I need to talk to them. I can't remember if they did or didn't. All I know is this is optimizing my next playthrough. My next single-player playthrough, and knowing which ones actually give me crap and not. It's like, all of my playable units, they have bond fragments, like, But you can skip that. I talked to that guy already.
Divine.
Yes.
We'll go to the Somniel. I mean, the world. Did I hit world map or Somniel? We don't need to go to the world map. I like exiting to the world map first.
Hey there. You're the Divine Dragon, right?
No.
Got a second to talk?
No. We're at 50 minutes.
Who might you be?
Me? I'm a blacksmith. You can call me Kelne.
And I am Pinet, a clothier. Pleased to meet you.
I'll cut right to it. Our friend Durton wrote us and said he opened a shop at your base. And, well, we'd like to go there too. We'll be a real help. I can strengthen your weapons.
My clothes and accessories won't win you any battles, but they will catch eyes and turn heads.
If Durton vouches for you, that's good enough for me. Please, come along to the Somniel.
Really? That's great. You'll be glad to have us around, I promise.
Indeed. Thank you, Divine One.
Okay, I think I lost him.
Really? You sure about that, darling? You're shaking like a leaf. I take it you failed to obtain the ring.
Apologies, ma'am. Those guys were tougher than they looked. But I can tell you things. Stuff that'll help you track it down. Like the fact that Princess Seliph ran off with it. The Divine Dragon has it now. Pretty good info, right? What do you say? How about we call it even this time round? I won't let you down again.
Oh, how naive you are. After you fail me once, there is no second chance.
No! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
I am sorry, my lady. Apologies for the mess. And our failure to acquire the ring.
I was expecting to get at least one. At least now we know that Lumera is dead.
Yes, but there's another divine dragon to take her place. I can't believe that beast had a child.
It does explain why she was so willing to sacrifice her life.
What should we do?
The battle at Lithos Castle took its toll. We're in no shape for another confrontation. We'd best lie low for a spell. Leave them be, for now.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm gonna do chapter 6 before the paralogue, because I want more emblems, and because if I get more emblems early, that means, first of all, I can get their bond up. That's the big thing for me. As nice as it would be to get my permanent healer and get rid of Fram, I don't want to do it yet. A base class level 6, obviously, my units are there. So let's go to the Somniel, let's see what's new, let's do the bond conversation, let's maybe do some supports. I guess this video's gonna be a little long, but oh well. I know it's gonna be long, and I know the series is gonna hurt my channel stats anyways, so I might as well rip the bandage off. So I'm only doing the new stuff, which are just those. I'm only gonna do one amiibo in this video. I'm only gonna do one amiibo on camera, which will be Byleth. Let's do it first. Again, everything else I'm just gonna do myself off cam. Including like all item management. So I wonder when recreation stuff are unlocked. So I'll do the other 4 just amiibo scans on my own time. Essentially, they just get you tickets that you can use to buy stuff, but you can only do it for emblems that are unlocked. So I'm gonna do it in mass once I get all 12. I will actually do the first one right away. So essentially, just get, yeah. Let's do Sigurd. And I may not even bother with doing all of them if I'm being completely honest. Oh, really? Oh, I already had that. That's right. Arena, so you can just like put in a unit. I'm only gonna do one unit here. You could do emblems as well to raise bond. I'm not going to. There is quite literally no reason on earth to do that early in the game. You're only ever gonna want to do that later. So you can only do like regular arena 3 times, like just regular stat levels up. And the emblem one costs bond fragments, but it raises bond level. That's all it does. Somebody was really close. I want to say it was Booster. No. Alfred. So I'll just do him. Obviously, they get more points if they win. There is a hard cap, I believe, 20 XP on maddening. I don't know. I don't know if there is in hard mode. I've never really paid attention to that. Obviously, Alfred won this. Assuming it doesn't take long enough that it's like, oh,
I worked up a pretty
you
good
lost your
stretch.
opportunity. Because you can draw if it takes too long. Obviously, there's no new items in the shop or armory. It actually does tell you if there is. Really quickly. How many heal stab uses do I have left? I should have enough, right? I'll probably buy a new one off cam. I don't want to train with an emblem yet. I'll hopefully remember to show that later. Boutique lets you buy outfits and the thing. I will say this. All the people that complain about money issues in this game donate to really high levels with the countries and are buying costumes. As I stopped donating after level 3 and I never bought a single costume and I only ran out of money once. And that was when I was just behind on forges previously and it's like, okay, let me catch up. That's the only time I ran out. I spend pretty much most of my money actually on forging, not even on buying stuff in item shop and armory. I spend most of it on forging. Forging is really useful. I'll show what the buy menu is, but I am going to put you in the Sigurd outfit because I love Sigurd. He's one of my favorite characters in Fire. So, essentially, and it costs forge materials too.
Be well.
See, I have 40,000, but once I start like getting into like the expensive forges, that's gone.
Welcome. Here's how the smithy works.
I might be able to get silver already. So essentially engraving essentially costs bond fragments and you give like a weapon special stats and stuff from like a emblem. Like Marth, yeah, it brings up a void, dodge, critical. Those all sound great. And they all do different things. Like I don't want any of these for instance for Louis, because Louis never gonna be able to double, and a lot of those have speed stuff. But that's just never gonna happen with Louis. It's not something worth worrying about. I'm trying to decide if there's really much weapons that are currently worth forging. Besides that, yes, his javelin, because he's gonna be using a javelin a lot. It's very useful to have. Chloe's slim lance. Okay, I can't. No, I don't have any iron. That's all I can do on forging. Let's get that out of the way. It's like 2 lines of dialogue.
For all I had hoped to discuss with you, now that you are before me, I am lost for words.
I know what you mean. But we'll have plenty of time to get to know each other.
Sure you will. Yeah, as I look at the webcam, I'm sitting more this way, so I'm gonna actually have to adjust that in the next episodes. Oh god, that's a lot of supports. I want to get this one out of the way. Because I just don't want to.
It's about that time, President Clan.
I'm all set, President Fram.
In that case, I call this meeting of the Divine Dragon Fan Club to order. Woo!
Yeah!
To say.
Ahem. Our first and only agenda item is how to broaden the fan club's reach. President Clan, you have the floor.
I think we should do something splashy to drum up people's excitement.
Seconded. The only question is... what?
I have an idea. How about we spread our message by making pamphlets? Your breath
I'm
stinks.
listening.
See, everyone's heard of the Divine Dragon, but only a few know the person behind the title. You and me? We could tell the world what the Divine One is really like.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, how about this? We slap the Divine One's beautiful face on the cover and title it The Divine Dragon, Up Close and Personal. Boom! Inside, we have an interview with every juicy detail folks could possibly want to know. Favorite foods, favorite weapons, hair care routine, shoe size, the raw, uncut story. You don't like it?
I love it! That's way less stiff and formal than what I had in mind. Just the sort of brilliant idea I'd expect from you, Madam President.
I couldn't have gotten there without your suggestion, Mr. President. All right, let's get working on this pamphlet so we can hand it out all over town.
Wait. All over town?
Why would they do such a thing? It's just not fair.
Hey, Boucheron, right?
Yes. And you're Fram, right? What is it? Do you need me for something?
No, I'm fine. I heard somebody crying their eyes out and I got concerned is all.
Ah, right. Sorry for worrying you. I'm all right.
Okay. But then what's with the sobbing?
I was reading this book.
Okay, I asked who the best person
just get so
was
swept
to
up in
keep
the
Micaiah
story.
on.
A book
I
did this to you?
Don't think I'm gonna change it,
People
but I'm
tell me
curious
I
what
cry
people
too
think on the
easily.
internet.
The littlest thing is enough
Let's see if
to
I can
set me
answer any of
off.
the general questions.
Okay, I gotcha. So what's this book about?
Well, there are these siblings who are separated during a war and later meet again as enemies.
Huh. Sounds interesting.
I'd be happy to lend it to you after I'm finished.
Thanks for the offer, but I'll pass. I don't really... well, I'm not a big reader.
Oh, that's a shame. What if I read it to you instead?
What? That's sweet and all, but I couldn't ask you to read to me like a little kid.
Oh, think nothing of it. I know you'd love the story just as much as I do.
In that case, sure, why not?
And now it should just be, yeah, it's just the Earlier ones. I'll end with the Alfred one, and that'll be like it for the video.
Are you all right there, Divine One?
Boucheron? Why do you ask?
Oh, I just thought you seemed a little worn out.
Ouch. You noticed? I am feeling sort of sluggish.
That's not good. You're eating 3 meals a day, I hope?
Yes. I don't think my diet is the issue.
Well then, how about your sleep?
About the usual.
So you're eating and sleeping fine, but you still feel groggy. It could be stress.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised. Going to war is stressful for anyone. What have you been doing as stress relief?
Nothing. It hadn't even occurred to me. Why? What do you do?
I have several ways to blow off steam. Like going up a mountain alone and spending some quiet time fishing.
Wow. That does sound relaxing.
Would you like to join me sometime? The alone part of it is optional. Really?
Yes, I would love that. Please, come get me the next time you head out.
And this will be it for the video. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just
Morning,
doing
Divine
reading and possibly
Good
helping
morning,
people
Alfred.
online.
That's quite the smile. Having a good day, are you?
You can say that again. I got it before sunrise and did tons of training.
I like
even got an early run-in.
listening
And
as
the cherry
opposed to
on
them
top,
like brushing
I
my
get to
teeth
see
or
your
cooking,
bright and shiny
which is why I'm
face.
doing
What a
other
day to
stuff
be
while listening,
alive.
because I like listening to them.
There's no need to tease me.
Who's teasing?
Some of them are
Wouldn't
pretty good.
you be just as happy to wake up to the sight of a friend?
Well, yes. I do feel happy when I see my friends.
See? Me too. But, look, isn't there anything I can do for you? You've been awake a while, but it must be hard. There's bound to be a lot you're still adjusting to. Tell your friend Alfred all about it.
Let me think. No, there's nothing bothering me at the moment.
Good, great. But if there is something, well, I want to be the first to know. Before you left Lethos, you asked me as a friend to teach you things, to help you adjust. And knowing you wanted to be friends just tickled me.
Our friendship makes
tickled
me
him.
happy too, Alfred.
That should be it. Oh, what? This one will... This one will be it. For real.
I've said it before, but I really admire those muscles, Boucheron.
Oh, I appreciate the compliment.
Your triceps are especially well developed. Mind if I feel them?
Anything you want, Prince Alfred.
Yes. Incredible stuff. They're practically a Firenese national treasure. The forearm is perfectly sculpted, too. Wish mine was like that.
Are you finished now?
Oh, guess I got carried away there. You gotta admit, though, these muscles of yours are something else. I can't help but wonder what the secret is to getting beauties like these.
Nothing special, really.
Oh, that's what you always say. There must be some trick to it. Unless you're telling me they're all natural. How is that possible?
That's a bit,
A bit what? Is there something special about this one?
No, Prince Alfred. It's just a bit ticklish.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
Okay. Well, YouTube, that will be all for this video. Next video, we will hammer out Chapter 6. And after Chapter 6, we're going to have 2 more emblems. If you don't have the DLC, you'll only have 1 more emblem. But that's when we get access to the emblem arrivals. Yeah. Goodbye.